left, Perella at second, Hosmer at first, Villanueva at third, Reyes in right, Galvis at short, Ellis behind the plate, Margot in center, and Lyles on the mound. Told you that the Dodgers have won 7 of their last 8. Padres have still won 7 out of their last 12. This is the last stop on a very long road trip. It went through Pittsburgh, it went through Washington, and the Padres now 4-4 on this trip, trying to get by above 500 on the road trip with wins here tonight against Wood and tomorrow afternoon in the series finale. Padres enter play tonight 21-31, 6.5 games in back of the first place Rockies. Waiting for the clock here to turn from 7:09 to 7:10. When it does, Travis Jankowski will step into the left-handed batter's box to face Alex Wood. He is coming off his first win of the year, 1-4 with a 3.32 ERA. The cliche certainly applies. He has pitched better this year than his record. Wood is ready. Travis Jankowski is ready, as is Ted Leitner.
I'm ready to go indeed. Thank you very kindly. This lefty to the lefty. First pitch fastball. Foul back to Travis Jankowski. 66 degrees at game time. Game time is right on schedule at 7:10. No blue tops today. Gray on gray for the Padres. And the home whites, as always, for the Dodgers. Tried to check his swing. I thought he went. He did. A quick no balls, 2 strikes for this left-hander, Alex Wood. Born in Charlotte, North Carolina. Lives now in Miami, Florida. Atlanta Brave traded to the Dodgers. Braves are kind of exciting this year. Swing and a miss. Fastball perfectly. In on him. Strike 3 swinging. Travis over 4 yesterday. Striking out first at bat here today. Here's Jose Perella. Little tap on the umpire on the shins. Shin guards of the catcher. A lot of that is not hello, how you doing. A lot of that is superstition, is that I always do that, so I'm going to continue to do that. That's very baseball player like, because you can say hi easily. But it's a lot of, I got to do the exact same thing each at bat. And I'm also in my preparation. It's a big part of baseball, has been forever. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Perella, 3 for 4 yesterday. Wood today comes outside. Right-handed batting. Perella holds that bat way high by his right ear, then takes one outside on the fastball at 91. 2-1. Remember Turk Wendell, pitcher for the Cubs? He was at the extreme. Would never step on the first or third baseline, depending if he was, where his dugout was, home or away. Never, ever stop. He would leap over it. Fastball fouled out of play, first base side. And it wasn't, most guys will step over it. But he made a big production out of it. Get up to it and leap over it. Get in the dugout. And he would brush his teeth between each half inning on the dugout, sitting there. First he would eat licorice while he was pitching, then spit it out, brush his teeth, get back out there again with more licorice. No superstitions there, though. Nuh-uh. 2-2 fastball. Just outside. And a full count to Perella. Eric Hosmer in the 3 spot. He's batted some number 2 himself, of course. But what guys will do in terms of, wear the same shirt, do everything the exact same way when you're in a good streak, when you're hot, as opposed to slumping. 3-2, second baseman, big hop for the former Padre Logan Forsythe. Grab, throw, and 2 gone here in the top of the first inning.
First baseman number 30, Eric Hosmer.
Andy Green was asked about moving Hosmer out of the 2 spot down to number 3. He said, just with the left-handed pitcher, try to get a little bit more space between his 2 left-handed hitters, Jankowski and Hosmer. Late inning situations as well. That's it, nothing else.
The Big E. I guess that it was taken with Elvis, huh? Eric Hosmer takes one in there for a strike. Hit yesterday in his first at-bat. We'll see about that first one here today with 2 out and nobody on. Short yet quick game yesterday. 3-run home run, Matt Kemp, and that was it in the first inning. Walk, Walk, home run, fastball, swing and a miss. 0-2. Muncy at first, Forsythe at second. Taylor the shortstop, Turner's at third. Jock Peterson left, Bellinger center, Kemp in right. Hosmer smacks one straight to the left fielder. Fighting the lights, cringing, but making the grab is Jock Peterson, J.O.C. And that is the first inning. That ball was scalded opposite way, which Hosmer does like, whoa boy, like no Padres since Adrian Gonzalez. 1, 2, 3. Go with the Padres. Dodgers coming about here in Game 2. Happy Saturday baseball to you on Memorial Day weekend on the Padres Radio Network.
Is 97.3 The Fan.
Chris Taylor, shortstop, leadoff man, Los Angeles Dodgers, fastball high. From Jordan Lyles, big right-hander for the San Diego Padres, no score. 1-0. Smack to deep left field. That's got a chance to go. Leap at the fence. No leap. Jankowski got there, crouched down, ready to make a leap, and then realized it was going to be 10 or so rows into the pavilion in left field. 3-run shot, first inning Dodgers, Matt Kemp yesterday. Chris Taylor leads off the ball game, pulls a Ricky Henderson with a home run to left field. 1-0 Los Angeles.
First baseman number 13, Matt.
7 home runs now. 3 of them have been leadoff shots. That was his 6th leadoff home run as a Dodger. Puts him 5th all-time in LA history in terms of leadoff home runs.
There's Max Muncy. Saw him in Petco against the boys. Fastball foul back. And a little bit in, very little, in Monterrey, Mexico. That put a charge in the crowd, as they say, and literally did. His 7th home run. RBI 19 for Taylor. Jordan comes high with another fastball. And Jordan will live 93-95. Muncy from the left side, ground ball. Hosmer, big hop. He'll wave off his pitcher, who is over there, but he'll do it himself. 3 unassisted, 1 away.
Third baseman number 10.
And on those leadoff home runs to start ball games, if you're wondering about, this guy's got 7, this guy's got his 3rd. Ricky Henderson had 80 leadoff home runs. That might be one of those, as they talk about records that will never be broken, that could be one of them for the Rickster. That's Ricky being Ricky. Here's Justin Turner. Lyles, fastball right down the middle. He was taken all the way. Strike 1. Chris Woodward coaching third. George Lombard at first for Dave Roberts. I think you know David. San Diego boy, UCLA, etc. Pitch outside, 1-1. I think I made Dave's day one day. 1-1. Fouled away. It was Mark Loretta and Dave Roberts. And Duke Snider. Of the Brooklyn Dodgers, the great Duke of Flatbush, a mythical figure in baseball. Lived in Fallbrook, so he came to ball games occasionally. This one is a high fly ball in center field with Margot to his left. Nice first step, Manuel. Coming on in to make the grab. 2 gone here in this first inning. 1-0 LA. That guy Kemp that did it yesterday will try to do it again now. He's got 3 straight 3-hit games rolling here. And he's just pounding the team that had him back then in 15-16. The number 3 hitter in the National League. Now that's some kind of a comeback from what he was at the end of his time with the Dodgers before he came to San Diego. Pitch outside, ball 1. And Duke Snider told me up in the booth, my favorite Padres are Mark Loretta and Dave Roberts. So I went and told those guys after the ball game. And Loretta's reaction was wonderful. I mean, literally silence and looking at me as in, you mean it? Yeah. Duke Snider, you're one of his favorite ball players. You and Dave Roberts. It was lovely to see the looks on their faces that a Hall of Fame big name like that, mythical type as I mentioned, would say that about them. Lyles comes inside. Did he swing the bat as he checked? Yes, he did. Third base umpire just said so. 1 and 2. Good purpose pitch. Whether it's intentional or not, it has a good effect for pitchers. They need to do it more so batters aren't so darn comfortable taking those big swings.
It was a belt-high changeup, and I love Matt, but you would have thought it was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball underneath his eyes.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's the pitch that goes right there. That's the changeup right by Jordan Lyles. Home run, Taylor leading off after being 0 for 3 yesterday. Taylor's not 0 for anymore. Home run in the first inning of both games so far, but much less than in terms of damage. It's only 1 after an inning. 1-0 Dodgers on the Padres Radio Network.
5 in. Your trip to the 5 to 9. 97.3 The Fan.
Top of the second here. Teddy Jesse with you. Big ol' howdy from Dodger Stadium. One of the few remaining relics is not a good way to call it because it's been maintained so beautifully by all those years by the O'Malley family when they owned the ballpark and the club and everything else, parking lot, the concessions, everything else, and really took care of this place. Villanueva, different ownership, of course, a couple of different ones since the O'Malley family. Villanueva takes a strike. 1-0 Dodgers. Alex Wood deals. Breaking ball chopped foul sharply behind Glenn Hoffman at third with Skip Schumacher at first base. Reyes on deck. Big fella. Then Galvis. Taking strike 3 called. Not happy with the call as Mr. Villanueva. First 4 in a row retired. Second strikeout for Alex Wood.
It was off the plate. It's close. And you're behind in the count like that. One argument would be you got to protect the plate. He's trying to foul it off.
So Wood 10-3 last year. The 2.72. A breakthrough year for him in 25 starts, including against the Padres multiple times. Franmil Reyes takes outside. Ball 1. Aztecs are playing for the Mountain West Championship, as you know. Tony Gwynn Stadium. Pitch outside. 2-0. Dean Neveraz has hit a 2-run homer. Aztecs lead UNLV 2-0 in the third. Aztecs win. They win the postseason tournament 5th time in 6 years. I have 2 words for you. Go Aztecs. Reyes fouls it away sharply. 2-1. It's Dean Neveraz. Coach Martinez, who's done a marvelous job since we lost T. Gwynn at San Diego State. 2-1. Reyes, a big hack. Fouled away. It's L.A., so the crowd's, not like weekdays, but still coming in. How it filled up yesterday in the first 2 innings was remarkable. To wind up at 44,000. Here's 2-2. Checked on appeal. He did indeed check. Franmil did not play yesterday. Caesar was used as the pinch hitter in a 4-1 Dodger win. Wood slowing it down. But there's 1-0 lead with a 3-2 low. Nicely done. Young guys learning to not chase. That's mission maybe number 1 from this team this year. Don't chase. Out of the zone. Ball 4. It's low. And the first base runner for the boys is the big fella, Franmil Reyes.
And Wood is a guy, A, that gets a lot of chase, and B, does not walk a lot of guys. So that's particularly encouraging to see Franmil do that. And, Ted, look how he is towering over Max Muncy over at first base. That's unbelievable.
It's cartoonish.
It's like Judge and Altuve. Wow.
Freddie Galvis batting right-handed. First one hit a long way to deep left field. Rushed in a corner. Ball going. Ball gone. So 2 is the lead of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Freddie yanked one straight down the line toward that left field foul pole. 2-1. Padres as Freddie touches the home plate right now.
Something about Freddie Galvis in Dodger Stadium. He has now hit in each of his last 7 games here, and that includes 3 home runs. And obviously Freddie isn't exactly a home run hitter, like you said. But something about this ballpark really fits his power stroke. Maybe it's those corners. He can get down the foul line in a hurry here, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yep, it's a big place, but you pull it down those lines with that little 3-foot wall on both sides, left and right. You got a good shot. That's his 2nd of the year. Strike delivered to A.J. Ellis to get ahead of him. A.J.'s got a 6-game hitting streak, currently longest on the ball club. Lefty comes to him outside. Change up after the fastball, missing. 1-1. A.J., you know that, former Dodger. I couldn't tell the reaction because they were still booing about the home run and reacting to it. Padre fans cheering, Dodger fans booing the Padre fans who were cheering. Fouled out of play down the right field line. That was at the same time A.J. was being introduced on the public address. But they liked him here. Popular guy. Kershaw's, caddy, personal catcher and all that stuff. You get some popularity rubbing off on you that way, huh? By the way, I'm Kershaw's catcher. Whoa. Short-lived lead for them Dodgers. Padres never led yesterday in Game 1. Time called for. Wood stepping off, the 7th hitter in the lineup. That's A.J. Ellis. Brought to you by Point Loma Credit Union, celebrating 70 years, 7-0 in San Diego. A.J. takes away on a fastball, 2-2. Manuel Margot on deck. Cooling off. Pitch way outside, full count.
You called it right away during the Reyes at bat. Wood is slower, I think, than we're used to seeing him. He just doesn't look comfortable out there.
Nope.
He does not have his best stuff, or whatever you want to say applies to that. And good to see the Padres take advantage of it because he could find it at any moment.
A.J. Ellis signed by the Dodgers in 2003. It's all he knew till they traded him to Philadelphia in a very unpopular trade here. Line foul down the left field line. Ball girl will take care of that. Nice catch. Sent him to Philadelphia in 16, and then he spent last year with the Marlins, of course, A.J. Played 51 games. Signed with the Padres in the offseason. Payoff pitch. Line to left field. That'll fall. You bet. That's a base hit. 7-game hitting streak. A.J., every time they've called on him, he has come up to help them win a ball game, by gosh, or at least have a chance with a base hit or some other play defensively. Got to like him a lot, this A.J. Ellis.
He's working his tail off, too. Kevin Acee in the Union Tribune has written a couple of times lately, both in the paper and on Twitter, about the amount of extra work Ellis is putting in to stay physically ready. It's an advanced part of his career as a catcher, a part-time role, and whatever he's doing is certainly working.
He was right at 300. Raised that, did A.J. Here's Manuel Margot. One knock yesterday. Big swing and a miss. At a first pitch fastball. Double in his first AB yesterday, Manuel. Second inning. Laid off. Nice adjustment right there. He's looking fastball. Suddenly he sees that's the slider. Checks. Lets it go. All part of this learning process we mentioned for a very young Padre team. If you're going to not contend and be young. Not with a bunch of AAA and 4A guys they're done with AAA, but they're not good enough for the majors, but they're there with you. Padres don't have those guys anymore. It's a good sign. Outside, 2-1. Strictly who of the young players not just can play, but can play on a contending team when they get there whenever it is they do get there. Two-one Padres on the two-run home run by Freddie Galvis. Fastball fouled back by Margot. Lyles on deck. Home run kind of quieted the crowd here. My gosh, they were so shocked they put their beach balls away by the home run by little Freddie Galvis down the left field line. Wood, anytime. 2-2, breaking ball, just missed outside. Talking about superstition before. I didn't mention Wade Boggs, of course. Mentioned Turk Wendell, but not Wade Boggs. 3-2, swing and a miss. Fastball 91. Little outside the zone, but not a bad pitch.
Pitcher number 27, Jordan Lyles.
Third strikeout, Alex Wood. Pitcher Lyles in the second inning. In the second inning of Padre Baseball, brought to you by Wing Lee Farms, with Buddha-style chicken sold at Sin Lee Food. Wade Boggs had chicken for every meal before a ball game, his entire career. Mind-boggling. Pitch in there for a strike. Some variation of it. He would never dare not have that chicken, lunch or dinner, whatever it was, before a day game or a night game. Ever. That's pretty extreme stuff. How they think that would relate to, playing or playing well or continuing to be a great hitter like Wade Boggs, I don't know. Outside, 1-1.
It's a fine line between routine and insanity.
Routine, insanity equals superstition, or some combination thereof. 1-1 is low. And Larry Walker always, of course, had to be in combinations of three. He would never step on the field till exactly on the scoreboard clock, 3:33. He would step on there. He got married on March 3. Everything had to be a 3 in it. 2-1, ground ball, shortstop. Taylor across easily to get Jordan Lyles. That is the Padres' second, but a nice one there. A one-out walk came back to bite Wood because Galvis made him pay with a line drive home run down the left field line. After inning and a half, Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1 in Game 2 on the Padres Radio Network.
Valley View Casino and Hotel has bringing the fan.
Padre Baseball, Los Angeles, to the back end of this road trip. Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., L.A. Day game tomorrow at 1:10, busted home, however long that takes. It's out of our control. As players say, I don't worry about what's out of my control. I do. I want smooth sailing. I don't want bumper to bumper. That start, stop. Drives me nuts. But I didn't have far to go to begin with. But I'm sure end of weekend, although end of weekend Sunday with a Memorial Day Monday, maybe there won't be as much commuting going on after the game tomorrow. Find out, because Padres have themselves a day game. Tickets still available for 1 o'clock on Monday. Against Miami, Yasmani Grandal, former Padre, takes low ball one from Jordan Lyles. 2-1, San Diego, bottom of the second. Taking, strike, 1-1. So Jordan's best against Colorado with those 7 in the third, flirting with the perfect game, then the one hitter in that 7 in the third. His fastball is inside to Yasmani, who, as you know, is a switch hitter. Batting left-handed here in Pittsburgh. Jordan 5 2/3, 7 hits, 4 runs. No decision for him. Ball 3 to Yasmani. Picked him up along with Yonder Alonso from Cincinnati. Fouled away. Mike Trout, home run yesterday. Mike Trout, home run today in Yankee Stadium. Angels over the Yankees 11-4. Going to the bottom of the ninth in the Bronx, New York. $17 for Trout. Mookie Betts led the American League. Got his 17th yesterday. 3-2, fouled out of play down the left field line. First beach ball. Second deck. Right down that left field line. Just spotted it. Wonder when that started here. 3-2. I thought he went. Oh, they say he checked. Very close. Love to see a replay of that.
Center field.
That's a lead walk here against Jordan Lyles. No replay.
I'm with you. Thought he went.
Yep. Cody Bellinger. Fastball. It's Cutter inside, ball one. Called him up. He's one of the big stories in baseball last year. On the way to Rookie of the Year. Dodgers have had so many of them. Most in the National League. 1-0, swing and a miss. Or fouled it off, actually. Third base box seats. Section behind the Dodger dugout. They're doing their Let's Go Dodgers. Padre fans trying to drown them out for the Let's Go Padres. Check swing, foul back. You can always tell during the seventh inning stretch. Root for the Dodgers. Where they both say it together. Angel Stadium's the best. You get an Amtrak stop right in the center field parking lot. Not the case here. Breaking ball high by Jordan, 2-2.
Only a couple of miles or a couple of hours between here and Union Station.
That's all. That's it.
Depends on the time of day.
This one's a ground ball sharply in the overship. They got it. Pirela to second for one. Back to first. Hey, boys, turn the double play.
Second baseman, number 11, Logan.
Pitcher's best friend, Clayton Richard, got a big one last night. He leads the majors. He's induced 11, and now Jordan Lyles clears the bases here in the second. Ted, you were just talking about Monday. 110 game against the Marlins. You can help the Padres honor those who gave in service to our country. Purchase a special ticket package and receive a limited edition Padres-themed Memorial Day hat. Tickets exclusively at Padres.com/theme games.
4-6-3. Pirela, Galvis, and Mr. Hosmer, and Forsythe. Fastball strike call from Jordan Lyles. 2-1 Padres on the two-run homer by Galvis after the solo by Taylor in the first. Galvis in the second to get you up to date. Pitch outside the ball, 1-1 to Forsythe. University of Arkansas Razorback. Boy from Memphis, Tennessee. Good guy. 1-1 low. What a shame for him. Justin Turner goes down. Logan would have been the main third baseman, and he's down all that time. Jordan deals, fouled out of play. Aaron Judge hit his 14th, by the way, for the Yankees. Made a great throw yesterday. Ooh, he made a throw from right field. Out at the plate. Threw another guy out of second. Big, exciting ball player. 2-2. Just missing. I thought Brian Knight kind of twitched there behind home plate, but pitch number 31's coming now from Jordan. On a payoff pitch. Popped him up. Right field, and that's Franmil Reyes in and toward the line. Casual, easy, makes a one-hand grab. Good ball game so far. Yesterday at this time, hey, it was 3-0 Dodgers. Now, after two, with the walk and the double play and nobody left for the Dodgers in the second, it's 2-1. My Padres over them Dodgers on the Padres Radio Network.
Shop 87.3 The Fan.
In the third, Jankowski as in leadoff. Here's Jesse.
It is 2-1 Padres, top of the order, as you said, and Travis takes the curveball from Alex Wood for a called strike, 0-1. Jankowski struck out swinging on 3 pitches to open the ball game. Wood has 3 strikeouts so far. 2 of them have been 3-pitch strikeouts. The 0-1 fastball, and it misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jankowski, who drove in the only run of the night for the Padres yesterday. RBI ground out in the 3rd inning. But the game pretty much decided early. Ted said the 3-run homer by Matt Kemp was all that the Dodgers needed. Ross Stripling was outstanding. Bullpen did their job. Pitch inside to Jankowski. 2 balls and a strike. Tonight, it's the Padres with the early lead. Chris Taylor hit a lead homer in the bottom of the 1st inning for Los Angeles, but Freddie Galvis, a 2-run shot in the 2nd, has put the Padres in front. Pitch to Jankowski is reached for and fouled back behind the 3rd base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Padre outfielder. Jankowski has started games in all 3 spots in the outfield this season. He's in left field tonight. He was in right yesterday. Travis making his 2nd start in left. He's got 12 in right and 5 in center. Now the 2-2. It's a curveball and right there for strike 3. Perfect pitch. 4th strikeout for Alex Wood. Jankowski has K'd twice and 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning for the second baseman, Jose Perella. Perella makes the slow walk to home plate. He grounded to second his first time up. Did a nice job beginning a double play in the bottom of the last inning. Cody Bellinger hit it to him into the shift. And it was really neat watching the choreography of the right side of the infield during that 4-6-3 double play. A lot of moving parts with 3 infielders over there. First pitch to Perella misses high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Villanueva, the 3rd baseman, was over on the right side in the shift, and he sort of ran behind second base over to the left side of the infield in case something went haywire and there was a play to be made at 3rd. It's the kinds of things you talk about during spring training. You practice. Pitch high to Perella. 2 balls and no strikes. And you don't necessarily get a ton of opportunities to practice them or do them in game. And nicely handled by the Padre infield. Perella batting with 1 out and the bases empty here in the top of the 3rd. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch from Wood is hit hard, but right at the 3rd baseman, Turner. He makes the catch. And quickly 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Does the term hang a curveball mean anything to you? And just absolutely smoked it. Right at him.
Just kind of reached up. That was it. Didn't move his feet at all. And Turner able to make the play. So the base is empty for the left-hand hitting Eric Hosmer. He lined out hard his first time. That ball was caught by Jock Peterson in left field. Dodgers not shifting against Hosmer with Wood pitching. And the first pitch is a curveball strike on the outside corner. 0-1. 2 outs and the base is empty here on the top of the 3rd inning. Padres an early 2-1 lead on the Dodgers. Wood comes set away from the belt. Now the pitch taken and inside. 89-mile-per-hour fastball. 1-1 to Hosmer. 1-1 for Ford last night. Hosmer has reached base safely in a dozen consecutive games, hit in 10 of them. And now ground ball off of Wood's glove, deflected to 3rd base. Turner's got it, throws to first, and a 1-2-3 3rd inning for Los Angeles. After 2.5, the Padres a 2-1 lead at Dodger Stadium on the Padres Radio Network.
Valley View Casino and Hotel has it all.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Padres a 2-1 lead on the Dodgers thanks to a 2-run homer by Freddie Galvis. Jock Peterson to lead off for L.A. here in the 3rd inning. 8-9-1 due up. Padres shift 3 on the right side against the left-handed hitter, and Jordan Lyles' first pitch is a curveball for a strike. 0-1. Jock hitting .248 on the year, 1 homer, 8 doubles, and 3 triples. Came on to play left field in the 9th inning last night, but did not have a turn at bat. Bends back from a high inside fastball, 1-1, and making the start tonight in left field. Alex Wood and Chris Taylor to follow. Jordan Lyles protecting a 2-1 lead. He's allowed 1 hit. It was a lead homer by Taylor. Fastball, strike on the inside corner, top of the zone. 1-2 on Peterson, who turned 26 years old about a month ago. He has really struggled at home this year. Jock away from Dodger Stadium this season, batting .328, but here at home, .164. Pitch in the dirty, takes it. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Lyles. Jordan making his 4th start of the year. It's his 17th appearance overall, a true success story. Coming out of the bullpen, having good results there and then being inserted into the rotation and continuing to have good results. Here comes the 2-2 to Peterson. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Jordan Lyles. One away here in the bottom of the third.
Number 57, Alex Wood.
Welcome, Padre listeners, this first year up in Sun City, Murrieta, and Temecula. Listening to Padre Radio on 92.9 FM at KXFG. Thank you very much for being a part of the Padres Radio Network. Big ol' howdy to you from myself and Jesse.
Alex Wood bats right-handed despite the fact that he's a left-handed pitcher. And he takes a fastball outside, 1-0. Wood is 0 for 17 this year with 12 strikeouts. Pitch from Lyles taken again, this time a strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. I thought there's a wonderful story written in The Athletic last week, I guess, by Dennis Lin about Jordan Lyles and this transformation. 1-1 pitch is a fastball a little bit too far down, and now 2 balls and a strike to the pitcher. Wood in his career an .094 hitter. Here's the 2-1 from Lyles, and Jordan delivers a fastball down the middle. That's a called strike 2-2. Lyles is from South Carolina, still lives there in the offseason. And this winter, he hopped in the car, drove to Tennessee. 2-2 pitch is taken, strike 3 called. Good curveball, and back-to-back strikeouts for Jordan Lyles here in the third inning. 2 outs and the base is empty for Chris Taylor. And the reason he drove to Tennessee from South Carolina is that both pitching coach Darren Balsley and bullpen coach Doug Bachler live in the Volunteer State. And they got together, and they kind of came up with a plan for Jordan Lyles in 2018. And when Jordan went back home to South Carolina after that, he began videotaping his bullpen sessions that he would throw in the offseason, sending the video to Balsley and Bachler, and then the three of them would kind of get together digitally to talk about it, what they've seen, make tweaks. Really a fascinating inside story from Dennis. First pitch to Taylor is swung on and lifted over the head of Villanueva down the left field line for a base hit. Deflects off that side wall, and it'll be a stand-up double for Chris Taylor. Boy, if you take him out of the lineup, things are going really well tonight for Jordan Lyles. But Taylor now 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. So a 2-out base runner for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the third. Taylor has seen 3 pitches. First pitch double here, homered on Lyles' second pitch back in the first. So he's at second base with 2 down, and Max Muncy coming to the plate. Muncy getting the nod at first base here tonight. We did not see him in yesterday's game. Muncy 0 for 1. Grounded out to Eric Hosmer his first time. Left-handed batter out in front, swinging and missing. Nice first pitch changeup there from Jordan Lyles, and the count, no balls and a strike. Muncy spent all of last year at AAA Oklahoma City with the Dodgers. This year, thanks to injury, getting some time. Played a lot of third base when Turner and Forsythe were hurt. Now he's sticking. 0-1 pitch is high. That was a fastball from Lyles. 1-1 to Muncy. One of the things Dennis Lin wrote about Jordan Lyles and the kind of plan that he came up with, along with Darren Balsley and Doug Bachler, was just use his whole body to throw the baseball. We hear it sometimes. Throw it with more conviction, greater intent, those sorts of things. That's what he's been doing. 1-1, fastball strike on the inner third. 1-2 to Muncy. It sounds so simple, right? Go out there and throw it with intent. Throw it with purpose. Throw it hard. Applies certainly to Lyles' curveball, which is one of the hardest curveballs in baseball this year. But it has been extremely effective for him here in 2018. Looks like a new guy out there. Ball and 2 strikes to Muncy. The pitch is rolled over, grounded to first base again. Hosmer waits on it. He'll take it himself. And the side is retired. No runs. A 2-out double by Taylor. He is stranded after 3. Padres a 2-1 lead in Los Angeles on the Padres Radio Network.
Nothing. On 97.3, The Fan.
Padres a 2-1 lead on Los Angeles. Christian Villanueva to lead off against the left-hander Alex Wood. Franmil Reyes and Freddie Galvis to follow. With Ted Leitner, I'm Jesse Agler. Villanueva struck out looking his first time up. He did not like the call at all and had words for the plate umpire, Brian Knight, on his way back to the dugout. takes the first pitch here. It's a fastball high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So it's Villanueva, then Reyes who walked, and Galvis who homered. These are the guys that put together the Padre rally tonight in the second inning. Here's the 1-0, and way outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Alex Wood, who has not looked as sharp as we have seen him at times in his career. Got his first win of the season on Sunday at Washington. He went 6, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits. He had been Mr. No Decision for much of the season. Dodgers 5-5 in his 10 starts. He's been fine. Villanueva foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 2 balls and a strike. He's had a very good month of May. 2.05 earned run average in 4 starts. Before that, in 6 starts, the ERA was up over 4. But tonight, not super sharp. Villanueva fouls one back over the screen and into the second deck here at Dodger Stadium, 2-2. Now, all that said, he's still got good stuff. And in 3 innings, he has retired the side in order twice. Just ran into trouble in the second. 2-2 to Christian Villanueva. 3 infielders on the left side, and the pitch from Wood is swung on and missed. Got a fastball past him, 90 miles per hour. That's 5 strikeouts now for Alex Wood. 1 away, bases empty, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN FM and HD1 San Diego.
It's time for this team to take it to the next level. Next level. Let's go, baby.
This is 97.3, The Fan, San Diego's FM sports station.
Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, with Ted Leitner and our producer-engineer Dave Marcus. I'm Jesse Agler. Padres a 2-1 lead on the Dodgers with 1 out of the bases empty in the top of the 4th. Big Franmil Reyes at the plate, and he takes a fastball strike from Alex Wood, 0-1. We say Big Franmil Reyes with intent. He is big, and he is Franmil Reyes. 6'5", 275. 0-1 is a fastball strike. And quickly, 0-2. Reyes threw a walk against Wood with 1 out in the second inning. Next guy up, Freddie Galvis, hit a homer. Behind in the count this time, though. Wood is ready, and the 2-strike pitch is waited on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate.
I'm so glad you mentioned Doug Buckler, because we have a tendency, with all our praise for Darren Balsley, who's one of the great pitching coaches, ask Greg Maddux and anybody else who's been through here. But Doug Buckler is really involved in that. I had like a 30-minute conversation with Doug in the coach's office or coach's locker room before the ball game, and learned so much about the pitchers in the minor leagues.
0-2 in the dirt.
Because we hear about Cal Quantrill, we hear about some other guys, and Anderson Espinosa had the Tommy John and Morion and all the amazingly high-priced Cubans, and his comment was, "What's this guy? What's that guy? You should see the tape." When I look at the tape of this guy, guys they're not even publicizing yet very much compared to the other ones, the big money ones, he says are really, really good.
1-2 pitch in the dirt. Reyes lays off again. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And Doug's not going to blow smoke at me like a public relations hyping the Padres. I've known him since he pitched here in '95. Not to mention on the division champions in '96.
But that whole thing brings up another fascinating piece of this. It's that he and Darren Balsley and Andy Green, among others, are so in tune with everything happening in the minors.
It's amazing.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And he eventually does get Reyes. Back-to-back strikeouts. That's number 6 for Alex Wood. 2 outs and the base is empty for Freddie Galvis.
Because Andy, who is intellectual and remembers so many things, but you can have a conversation or watch him deal with the media, and they'll mention somebody in the minor leagues. He'll know, when they pitched and what they did last time and what they throw. He knows on every single personnel in the minor leagues. That's remarkable recall, because he's studying that stuff all the time as to who can be a Padre.
First pitch to Galvis is down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Freddie, a switch hitter, batting right-handed. Yanked a 2-run homer out on the first pitch he saw in his other at-bat tonight. That was his 600th career hit. Nice to hit a milestone in style with your second home run of the year. 1-0 is a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Taylor to the left of the bag. Has it, throws a little bit low. Muncy handles it. And another 1-2-3 inning for Alex Wood. Middle of the 4th in Los Angeles. Padres a 2-1 lead on the Dodgers. This is the Padres Radio Network.
7-3, The Fan.
Bottom of the fourth inning in Los Angeles, the Padres a 2-1 edge on the Dodgers, trying to even up this three-game holiday weekend series after LA took the opener last night 4-1. Jordan Lyles has allowed 2 hits, both of them to Chris Taylor, a home run in the first inning and a 2-out double in the third. Justin Turner leading off in the fourth, and he takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. 0-1. The Dodgers are very, very, very happy to have Justin Turner back from his broken wrist. Here's the 1-strike pitch. It's a curveball, and he lays off. Takes, I guess, outside. It looked pretty good. 1-1. Turner was hit by a pitch in spring training and only returned about a week and a half ago. He has played in 10 games this year. And he launches this one to deep left field. They're even happier now because his home run has just tied the game. Into the Dodger bullpen down the left field line. 2-2 here in the fourth. And for the first time this season, Justin Turner will circle the bases. Dodgers got on the board with a leadoff homer in the first inning. Now they tie it with a leadoff homer in the fourth. Looked like a changeup, and it just kind of hung up a little bit. Ended up about knee-high for Turner, and he yanked it out of here. So a 2-2 game in the bottom of the fourth inning, and now Matt Kemp, who homered last night but struck out in his first at-bat tonight, stands in. And he takes a fastball strike, 0-1. As I was saying, they are so happy to have Justin Turner back. In the 10 games since his return, they're 7-3. Kemp with a hard hit liner over Lyles into center field for a base hit. Boy, Matt didn't miss that one. So a homer and a single for the Dodgers to start it off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now Yasmani Grandal coming up. And the 7-3 record in the 10 games that Turner has played, I don't see it as coincidental. There was a period early last year when I was chatting with the Dodger manager, Dave Roberts, and I said, you know, on the outside, I think the perception is that Justin Turner is your guy, you know, your leader, your cohesive unit, whatever you want to call him. First pitch is taken for a strike by Grandal, batting left-handed, 0-1. And before I could even finish, you know, blabbering on about it, he said he's our heart and soul. That's what he is. Justin Turner is our heart and soul. He means everything to us. 0-1 pitch, and Grandal takes down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike from Lyles. Yasmani walked his first time. That's the only walk that Lyles has allowed here in the ball game so far. It's funny because there are bigger names, I think, on the Dodger team than Justin Turner, who was an all-star last year for the first time. Grandal swings and misses at a curveball, 1-2. But he is the guy. And so with the slow start and the bad record, that was always the asterisk. That was always the caveat. That the Dodgers were struggling, yes, but without perhaps their most important player. And, oh, by the way, Clayton Kershaw. 1-2, hit hard out to right field. Reyes going back at the wall. It's off the wall. Kemp had to wait and see if it would be caught. He'll get to third base. It is a very long single for Grandal. And the Dodgers with 3 very hard hit balls against Jordan Lyles to start the bottom of the fourth. They have tied the game at 2, and they now have runners on the corners, nobody out for Cody Bellinger. Grandal, as you might remember, drove in 8 runs in the 3 games these two teams played at Petco back in April. But he was 0 for 9 with 5 strikeouts in the series they played down in Monterey. Back on board tonight, though, against the Padres, now reaching safely each of his 2 times up. Bellinger 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play his first time, and right now, if you look at the Padre infield, they're willing to concede a run for a couple more outs here on the infield. They are back with runners on first and third, nobody out. He swings the first pitch, a little cue shot to the left of the mound. Lyles, bare hand, throw to first in time, and that is out number 1. Only play he had, and he made it. Grandal advances to second. Kemp obviously stayed put at third base. So now 1 out, runners on second and third for Logan Forsythe. That's a nice job by Lyles. kind of cued off the end of the bat, had some funky spin to it, and he just picked it right up with the bare hand through to first to get out number one. Forsythe is 0 for 1. He popped out to Franmil Reyes his first time. Now they pinch in at the corners with runners on second and third, one out. The first pitch to Forsythe is a fastball and a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Forsythe in his career now 1 for 11 against Jordan Lyles. He's got not great numbers against the Dodgers in his career, but the reality is Jordan Lyles 2018 is unlike any other previous Jordan Lyles. I don't know how much they mean. Now the 0-1 and a check swing on a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Ellis. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Dodgers second baseman. LA now 2 runs on 5 hits. The Padres 2 runs on 2 hits. Kemp at third base, Grandal at second. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Forsythe. Lyles from the stretch, kicks the leg, comes home, and a cue shot the other way through for a base hit. Pirela dove at second, couldn't get there. Kemp scores. They will hold Grandal. Good, strong throw from Reyes, cut off by Hosmer by the mound, but an RBI single for Logan Forsythe, and the Dodgers have a 3-2 lead. Runners on the corners, 1 away, and the number 8 hitter, Jock Peterson, as the aforementioned Darren Balsley, Padre pitching coach, goes out to chat with Lyles. The entire infield will make themselves a part of this conversation.
That wasn't a bad pitch. I thought it was a fastball in, and Logan did a great job, just fought it off into right field.
Next baseball night in San Diego, all-fan giveaway next Saturday. A week from tonight, that's June 2nd. Padres and Reds at 5:40. All fans will receive a Padres Hawaiian shirt presented by National University. They are available in 4 sizes for the entire family, so grab your tickets at Padres.com. That is next Saturday against Cincinnati. Four hits in the inning for the Dodgers, and a 3-2 lead for Los Angeles. Peterson 0 for 1. He struck out his first time. Bats here with runners on first and third, 1 away. Left-handed batter. And he swings the first pitch, ground ball the other way. Pirela diving stop at second, throws to first. That's his only play. He gets the out there as Grandal comes in to score. Third run of the inning, and now a 4-2 Dodger lead. RBI ground out for Jock Peterson. Forsythe goes to second. And Pirela kind of had to lay out and dive that one. No chance to start the double play once he didn't make it completely cleanly. Great extension to get there. Kind of dropped the ball out of his glove. Didn't panic, though, and threw to first base. So now Lyles, in order to get through this inning without allowing more than 3 runs, only needs to retire the pitcher, Alex Wood. He bats with 2 outs and a runner on second. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Wood struck out his first time. He is now 0 for 18 on the season with 13 strikeouts. One ball and no strikes. The pitch to Wood is swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. 1-1. Inning began with a Justin Turner homer. That tied it at 2. 3 singles later, the Dodgers have a 4-2 lead. 1 ball and 1 strike on Wood. Lyles ready, and the pitch is right down the middle. That's a fastball for a strike, 1-2. Lyles staring in to get the sign from the catcher, Ellis. Forsythe with a big lead at second base. Lyles not paying him much attention. And the 1-2 is flailed at and missed, strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the night for Jordan Lyles, but the Dodgers get 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave a man in scoring position, and we go to the 5th inning. LA now on top, 4-2 on the Padres Radio Network.
Since 19... Carpet Barn sale. The Gottlieb, noon to 3. San Diego's FM sports station is 97.3 The Fan.
After 4 innings at Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles a 4-2 lead on the Padres. And 97.3 The Fan wants to send you to Disneyland. Go to 97.3thefansd.com. That's 97.3thefansd.com to sign up for your chance to win tickets to Disneyland's Pixar Fest. Good luck from the home of the Padres, 97.3 The Fan. Alex Wood has just completed his warm-up pitches. He struck out to end the bottom of the 4th inning, but it was a productive bottom of the 4th inning for Los Angeles. They scored 3 times against Jordan Lyles and now have a 2-run edge. Bottom third of the batting order for the Padres here in the 5th inning. That means A.J. Ellis will lead off. He already has 1 hit tonight, continues to look good at the plate. And in this return to Dodger Stadium for Ellis, he will come to bat now for the 2nd time. Tell you all about it. Here's Ted.
All right, Jesse, here we go. Still winnable. That obviously applies to both sides. Alex Wood came into his own last year big time, big contributor to another division title for these Dodgers. He comes up and in on AJ, number 17, ball 1. Bottom third for the boys. Fastball strike called. Have we done a number search on 17 this year? I don't remember.
I don't believe we have.
Aha. I think, boys and girls, our number today, our number of the day, is 17. Padres who have worn 17. There's a high fly ball. Deep left field. Car rushed. Fair. It's gone. It's fair. It's gone. Right back in the ball game. Oh, the boos for A.J. Ellis. How quickly do Dodger fans forget? This was a rock-solid part of a bunch of championship ball clubs here, this guy. Smoked it to left. 4-3 Los Angeles.
Well, even more reason to use his number as the number of the day. He's the 24th Padre to wear number 17. Give you some key names over the years.
1-1 pitch is sent out of here. Margot lines one inside the bag down the left field line. Oh, run, Manuel, run. In the way to second base in that corner. Still not picking it up is Peterson. Now he does, right by the foul pole in left. And Manuel speeding on. I mean, a blur to a stand-up double.
Jordan Lyles.
A couple of hard hit balls here against Wood. Both he and Lyles kind of going from 0 to 100 in terms of trouble. Jordan last inning looked like he was in complete command of this game, and all of a sudden the Dodgers put some good swings on it. And now the Padres with a couple of very hard hit balls against Alex Wood.
First home run as a Padre for the former Dodger, A.J. Ellis. The number 7 hitter in this lineup he is. And brought to you by the Point Loma Credit Union, celebrating 70 years in San Diego. Bunt sacrifice on. Lyles fouls the ball at the plate. 1-run game.
You want some 17s?
Ladies and gentlemen, in Padre history, number 17s have been worn by...
I mean, the best one is probably the first one, right? Nate Colbert.
A 69 original Padre. Great power hitter. That's when there was a 17-foot wall there, not 8.5. And San Diego Stadium got a bunt down. Will move the runner. Grab by Lyles. Grab by Wood. 360 spin and throw. With Forsythe on the cover, sacrifice 1-4. Guy got Margot to third base. Nicely done, boys. Good execution. 1 gone. Lyles gives himself up. And to the top of the order to Travis Jankowski.
In his time as a player, Merv Redmond, Ward number 17. Oscar Gamble, best hair in baseball history. Ward in 1978. Sandy Alomar, Joe Carter, Bob Guerin, who's down in the Dodger dugout right now.
Wow. Great string of 17s. Infield brought up by Dave Roberts. He has struck Jankowski out twice. This one will be flared to left field. Peterson right there, not very deep at all. Going to send him. Manuel's coming. The throw, the slide. Out at home plate. Way too shallow. But Hoppy's figuring, hey, I got to make him make a perfect throw right on the plate. That's Peterson. Normally a center fielder playing in the corner there and left today. I got one of my fastest guys, Margot. Why not try to tie the ball game? He did, and he lost the gamble. That's all. Double play. Jankowski in the fly ball to left field. 7-2 double play. That is the 5th inning. But the lead home run by A.J. Ellis gets the boys within a run. The tying run cut down at the plate. To the bottom of the 5th, 4-3 Dodgers on the Padres Radio Network.
You the opportunity to Sports Station is 97.3 The Fan.
A.J. Ellis, former Dodger, nice story. His first Padre home run gets the boys within a run. Give the Dodgers credit. They throw out the potential tying run at home plate. Jordan Lyles in a battle here. The lead man, Chris Taylor, fouls it back. He homered to start the game. Taylor, Muncy, Turner. Jordan's pitch. Check swing. I thought he went on the check. Oh, yeah, on appeal, he swung. Went around. Taylor, home run, double. As they say, halfway to the cycle. The toughie, statistically, the triple, yet to be had. 0-2, not there. Ground ball to third. Villanueva to his left to third. Throw a little bit high, but staying on the bag nicely. Reaching toward the outfield side of the bag at first. Hosmer has the grab, and one gone in the bottom of the 5th. Jesse and I were talking about the, and I'm not blowing smoke for Glenn Hoffman here, but he's, to me, one of the great third base coaches I've ever seen. And yeah, that ball was very shallow. But you got Manuel Margot, a speedster, chance to tie the ball game up. Me, I'm sending him.
Yeah.
A lot of those throws are a couple of feet up the first base line or third base side, whatever, and then you get the run in. I would have sent him. Coffey did, just didn't work out. Strike delivered to Muncy. And yes, the second one is a strike. On the breaking ball, 0-2.
One of those where you force them to make a perfect play, and they did.
Indeed, right on the plate. It was waiting on him when he got there. Reaching out, fly ball down the left field line. Long run into foul territory, and no chance. Out of play.
Yeah, I think in this game on the road against the Dodgers, it's a potential tying play in the 5th inning. You go for it. You make Jock Peterson make a good throw. You make Grandal make a good tag. They did. It's Margot running, not a slow guy. You got to give it a shot.
Muncy twice has grounded out. Line to right field. That's a base hit. Toward the gap in right center. Cut off by Fernando Reyes. Wide turn. And Muncy holding on. A one-out single here. Neither pitcher at their best. Wood nor Lyles. We understand that. That's going to happen. 7 Dodger knocks now, including a pair of home runs, Taylor and Turner. The tease. Got the July 4th uniforms on for the weekend. Fastball to the right-hand hitting Turner is outside. Home run for him, leading off the 4th. So 4 runs, 7 hits for the Dodgers, 3 and 4 for the Padres. With their home runs, Galvis and Ellis in there for a strike. That's AJ's first home run here as a non-Dodger. Just the second time he's come back. He had a game here with Miami last year. And now here as a Padre for the first time ever. It's a home run. Nice story. 1-1. That's low.
Yeah, his productivity, which you highlighted during his first at-bat, has gone, I think, a little bit under the radar this year because he doesn't play every day. And for the most part, only plays when they're facing a left-handed starter, but he has really been good.
Turner. Ball in the dirt, breaking ball, blocked nicely there by that guy, A.J. Ellis, we were just talking about you. Make some noise. I've always wondered about that in stadiums and ballparks. Seems superfluous to me. They do it all the time. What they come for. Watch, eat, make noise. Not necessarily in that order. 4-3 Dodgers. Man on, pitch low. So he loses Turner. Second walk by Jordan Lyles today. He needs that double play, and Kemp doesn't run like the old days with that congenital hip problem. You can turn to, let's see.
Get rewarded for the things you already do as a fan, like listening to tonight's game. Get 5 Compadres fan rewards points for tuning in. Enter the code SDLAD526 in your Compadres fan rewards to redeem. If you're not enrolled, check it out on the MLB Ballpark app today. It is all free.
First and second, one gone. Kemp, a high fly ball to deep center. Routine, no problema for Manuel Margot making a grab. Tagging second, bluffing. Muncy back to second. And that's out number 2 here. First pitch fastball for Kemp, who singled the last at bat. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. They are in the 6th inning at Tony Gwynn Stadium, where San Diego State leads UNLV. They just got 5, did the Aztecs. 5 in the 6th. They lead UNLV 11-5. They're still at bat in the 6th inning in the Mountain West Tournament. Yasmani, gone down. Yasmani wants time. Lyles deals. Fly ball, or a line drive, really, right field. It'll be fouled by several yards. Not close. Not close. Crowd reacted like it was going to be seeing eye type, but it's not. Is not. There'll be a Game 7 in the Western Finals of the NBA. Warriors over Houston, 115-86. Wow. Blowout. 0-1. Inside. Fastball about 93 from Jordan Lyles. 4th start of the year after coming out of the bullpen. Cardinals, that one against the Rockies, the best one, and in Pittsburgh. On the road trip that started this one into D.C., now to L.A. Runners off first and second, 1-1 fastball, up and in. 2-1. The home whites and the road grays. Not to be confused with the Homestead Grays. That was a Negro League team many years ago. Here's Jordan's 2-1. Check the swing. Just outside on a cutter. Cutter or change, I couldn't tell. 3-1. Bottom of the 5th, 4-3 Los Angeles. Padres had a 2-1 lead. Dodgers knocked it out with a 3-run 4th. You're up to date to the bottom of the 5th. First and second, 2 gone. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Yasmani not trying to hit a single there. Nice breeze. Big cut. Yasmani about 25 points better. This way, left-handed. It's always been that way. For the switch hitter, runners go on the 3-2. Look out. Inside on the fastball. Ball 4. The Juegos on the line here, man. Bases loaded, 2 gone for a very dangerous left-hander. Cody Bellinger against the right-hander, Jordan Lyles.
Yeah, Lyles thought he had strike 3. Again, Brian Knight, the plate umpire, kind of flinched like he was going to ring Grandal up and then didn't. Pitch was off the plate, though, and I think Jordan probably knew that. Like you said, this is the moment.
He verbalized something when that call was made, yelled something out toward home plate, then just kind of shook his head. Give me the ball. Bellinger ground into a double play and back to the box to Jordan Lyles. First pitch to him, way inside, ball 1.
Tyler Webb is throwing in the Padre bullpen. Lyles now at 84 pitches, and it's not even so much the pitch count as clearly he's not commanding his stuff the way he was at other points in this ball game. And as we've said, neither he nor Alex Wood, the Dodgers starter, has their best stuff here tonight so far.
Mound visit, chat done. Giants beat the Cubs 5-4. Brandon Crawford a home run. Schwarber and Baez home runs for the Cubs in the losing cause. Conference over. Loaded they are. Pitches outside, 2-0. Muncy at third. Turner at second. Grandal at first. Nobody runs well out there. In case it comes up, there's a possible play at the plate for a trailer runner. We'll see. 4-3 Dodgers. Loaded, 2 gone. Home, 5th inning. 2-0 fastball. Inside, 3-0. Oops. Jordan Lyles, 86 pitches and counting and delivering. Strike on a fastball. Taken, 3-1. If Jerry was here, he'd be saying right now he's pitching for his game. He might be pitching for the entire game right here, and that would be accurate. That's for sure. This right-hander from Hartsville, South Carolina. Big person, 6'5", 234. Battling out of a jam here in the 5th inning. A hit and a couple of walks. 3-1, foul back to fastball. 92, good location, middle in. Now you got the full count. And he's sitting dead red on the fastball right now. Don't think the breaking ball is out of the realm of possibility. You know? You bust a breaking ball in there, you catch him looking. Or if you walk him, you bring in 1 run. That beats giving in here and bringing in multiple runs. Runners go, 3-2, low and outside. He did. It was a fastball, though, at 92. It was low and away. Ball 4. Muncy will score. 5-3 Los Angeles. They got a gift. Third walk of the inning. 4th of the ball game. Run batted in for Bellinger and drawn the bases loaded walk. Now Turner at third. Grandal at second. Bellinger first. Logan Forsythe. Here comes Andy. He'll take the baseball, make the change here in the 5th inning. Yep, it's still on the line. The 2-run game ain't no big deal right now. But give up a knock here, you're in a heap of trouble. The pitching change brought to you by the United Ferrets of the season since they called him up. Not an easy one, that's for sure. Bases loaded, 2 gone, a run home and a bases loaded walk. And a right-handed batter coming on, former Padre Logan Forsythe. Tyler, by the way, is his middle name. His name is John, Jon. Goes by his middle name. 27. Just like Jordan Lyles from South Carolina. He'll replace Jordan right now. With Turner at third, Grandal at second, Bellinger at first. 5-3 Los Angeles with the run in here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch taken. Strike called. Forsythe singled in a run back in the 4th. Here he is in the 5th. Game? Oh, yeah, it's on the line. Sure. 0-1. Curveball outside. Not close. 1-1. Recalled Monday, second time, coming up from AAA El Paso. 11 games for the Chihuahuas, a 1.38. Excellent for that league. It's a big-time hitters league, that Pacific Coast League. Tyler inside. Fastball again. 2-1.
Third time we're seeing Tyler Webb pitch in a big league game for the Padres this year, all three against the Dodgers.
One lousy hit in the inning. The base on balls. Killing him. Ready with the 2-1. Fastball way high. Cliche number 3. No place to put him. We know that. Jock Peterson on deck. At least there they'll go lefty-lefty. Here it's the lefty Webb against Logan Forsythe. Loaded, a run home, 5-3 Los Angeles. 3-1 pitch right down the middle for a strike. So got to a full count on Bellinger, and then Lyles walked him on a fastball. It was down. It wasn't that close. Both bullpens are operating now. Somebody else, again, just got up running toward the mound in the bullpen down the right field line. Runners go 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tyler Webb kept it a ball game. We thank you, son. Big time. A strikeout of Logan Forsythe. So, hey, cheap enough. 1 run, 1 hit, and 3 men left for the Dodgers. After 5 full, on the set of Jesse with you here in Dodger Stadium. Chavez Rabin, 5-3 LA. Game 2 on the Padres Radio Network.
Shop GTM stores, including its new Chula Vista location, and find great deals on brand name merchandise for everything you need at up to 70% below other retailers. New merchandise arrives.
Padres into their bullpen. Jordan Lyles is gone. Tyler Webb comes on and saves it right now. Keeps it a ball game. Jordan hadn't walked in a run all year. Well, he's done that now. But still, the Padres have a chance to win. All you can ask. Alex Wood, the starter, to Jose Pirela. Strike called to start the top of the 6th. Lefty deals a little bit low. 1-1. Kershaw hurt again for a major portion of the season, just like last year, where they lost him for over 2 months. Still won a division. And with the division looking like it looks, they could do that again if they get him back healthy. Big lefty from Big D, Dallas, Texas. One pitch. Foul out of play by Pirela. Took a good rip at a fastball at 90. That's going to get a Dodger dog, but my partner doesn't like him. We had the judges and the thumbs up and thumbs down, and Jesse was a thumbs down on Dodger dogs.
Big thumbs down.
Excuse me.
Double
Big,
thumbs down.
double,
All the thumbs.
2 thumbs down.
Yeah. If I had more thumbs, they would also be down. Terrible hot dogs. If they didn't have a cute name, you wouldn't hear about them. That's my contention.
The 1-2. Line to right. That could get down. That does get down. That's a base hit. Pirela clearly coming out of it the way he's been playing.
First baseman Eric Hosmer.
3 straight hits his first 3 at-bats yesterday. Single, double, single. Now he's got the lead man on. Hey, you're bringing the tying run to the plate just like this. And it's Eric Hosmer. 5 hits for the boys with that one right there. Wood upset with himself big time. Swinging his glove as in, oh, man, let that pitch right over the plate. Yes, he did. Hosmer has flied out and grounded out. Wood delivers, took a big rip and missed. One foul back. Got in on a good location. That's right. We know exactly the location. In the kitchen. That's where it was. One of the great baseball expressions of all time. If only we could find out who on some bench back in 1942. What happened when you're not that bad there, lefty? I got in my kitchen with a fastball. Just love that stuff. 0-2 out in front. Wow. Big time change. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Third baseman Christian.
7
Villanueva.
strikeouts, Alex Wood. Christian Villanueva in the top of the 6th, and the top of the 6th brought to you by Think Blue. A change for the better begins with you. Wood to Christian. Threw it past him. He's late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. We mentioned earlier Villa's 3 for 5 against him before today, but now he's struck out twice. Suddenly you're 3 for 7. But that'll still play. 0-1. High fly ball hit the deep left center field. Car rushed. Ball going. Ball long gone for Villa. Christian Villanueva has tied the ball game, and I'm talking about where Kempton went yesterday in the first. Not cheap in a big ballpark like this, all-time pitchers park, to the pavilion in left center field. 5-5 in the 6th. Here comes Davey. Doc Roberts.
As you said, 2 runs, no big deal. And a couple of minutes later, 2 hits later, the Padres have tied the game.
Villanueva, man, oh man, oh man. That's number 13. RBI 29 and 30. He's in the top 10 in every hitting category among all the rookies in the National League. And came in terms of home runs, 4th in all the National League, where Bryce Harper is the leader with 15 before the day began. Pitching change coming here, brought to you by GTM Stores. Up to 70% off everything, every day. GTMstores.com. Alex Wood gone into the Dodger bullpen. 5-5 in the 6th on the Padres radio in Chavez Ravine. Pedro Baez out of the bullpen yesterday. First for Stripling, coming out first today for Alex Wood. Hard throwing right-handed Dominican will come out here for game number 24. ERA 3.5 at 3.52. After the ball game is tied 5-5 and the book is closed on Alex Wood, who leaves him empty, as in nobody on, and 1 away. After the 2-run home run by Villanueva. Man, hurt the pelota big time to left center. First one, big swing by Franmil Reyes, fouled off first base. Alex Wood gave up 3 home runs today. He had given up 4 in 57 innings. Wow. And this, as we said, is a big-time pitcher's park. Padre home runs, Galvis, A.J. Ellis, Villanueva, and counting. 0-1, high fly ball. Got it too high, though, into center field. That's Cody Bellinger coming on in, making a one-hand grab. Second out in the top of the 6th.
Got to go back to May 11th, 15 days ago, for the last time a Dodgers starting pitcher gave up as many runs as Alex Wood did tonight. Their starting pitching has been very good. The return of Justin Turner has been very good. But tonight, the Padres got to Alex Wood.
Freddie Galvis went deep, batting right-handed against the lefty Wood. Now against the right-hander Baez, left-handed. Fouls it back in the back of the lower deck, third base. Strike 1. Galvis is second of the year for the former Philly. Don't bother checking the lineup card. He's in it every day. It's the way he wants it. The way his manager will certainly have it. Fastball to him outside. And 1-1. Adrian Gonzalez did that 1 year as a Padre, played every game. 1-1. Low, 2-1. Ken Caminetti wanted to. But Bruce Bochy would say, hey, man, you got to be honest with me. Are you hurting? No, I'm good to go, Boch. Hey, are you hurting? I'm good to go. And as Cammy told me later, I don't lie to him as much as I used to. But I still lie to get in the lineup. Just not as much. 2-1. High fly ball in the center field again. Bellinger drifting to his left. And makes the one-hand grab, and that is the 6th inning. But the boys come on back. They were down. They went ahead 2-1. They went down. And now they have, after a 2-run deficit themselves, a 2-run home run by Christian Villanueva, their home run and RBI leader for the season. This rather remarkable boy from Mexicano, the Mexicano from Guadalajara. Big blast in the 6th inning, 5-5 tie. Middle of the 6th in L.A. on the Padres Radio Network.
Will be sunny with highs in the 70s.
5-5 ball game starting all over. First pitch fouled out of play by Jock Peterson. 8-9 leadoff batters for Los Angeles. Kike Hernandez on deck to hit for Baez in the 9 spot after being a starter yesterday in game 1. Finishing up tomorrow 1:10. Boys will be busting on home. Get the cars. Go home. Because they're coming right back out there 1 o'clock on Memorial Day Monday against Miami. Fastball strike call, 1-1. Peterson 0 for 2 against Jordan Lyles, who's done in 4 2/3. Pitch a strike. 1-2. Lyles 4 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, earned 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Home run to Taylor, home run to Turner. But Wood 5 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, and 3 home runs allowed to the boys. 1-2 just missed outside. Bottom of the 6th, if I didn't say that. 5-5, I believe I did say that. Here's a 2-2. Here's a ground ball, just foul, first base. With you for 10 seconds for station identification from Los Angeles, California, on the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
San Diego's only FM sports talk station, 97.3 The Fan.
Ted Light and Jesse Agler, side by side. It's our 6th year or 5th year? 5th year? Popped up by Peterson, busted him in, going on back. Freddie Galvis, 1 step on the grass from short and shaded toward the bag at second. 1 away in the bottom of the 6th.
This is my 5th year with the Padres, my 3rd year working full-time with you.
Oh, I did not know that. Sound like Ed McMahon. I did not know that. Here comes Andy Green. There goes Matt Caesar on the double switch to take over. Franmil Reyes will come out. Jankowski will go from left to right. And he'll go get Tyler Webb, who did a great job here in his 3rd appearance as a Padre to get out of a bases-loaded jam after a bases-loaded walk. Chased Jordan Lyles today. So still got a shot here. Big time. Very much so. It's tied, for heaven's sakes. Pitching change brought to you by my friends of the UFCW, the United Food and Commercial Workers. Look, double switch for Andy Green, skipper of the San Diego Padres in year number 3 of the green era after the black era. 5-5 ball game right now. Who would you go to? Sure, Craig Stammen. On the double switch, Caesar will be in the 9 spot. He will take over in left field. Jankowski will move from left to right, and Franmil Reyes is out of the ball game. Put Stammen in the 5 spot. Craig delivering. That's ball 1 to the pinch hitter, Kike Hernandez. Home run yesterday as a starter, his only hit of the day, but a big one. Craig delivers a fastball outside, 2-0. Went back to Washington, of course, for the second time as a Padre on this road trip, making his 23rd appearance. It's a high fly ball to center field. Long way. Here he comes, Manuel Margot. Made it look easy because he's so darn fast. Closed, caught, 2 away in the bottom of the 6th.
Chris Taylor.
Top of the order, Chris Taylor. Home run, double, ground out. Craig deals. That's a strike to Taylor. Right-handed batter. Padres 5 runs, 6 hits. The Dodgers 5 runs, 7 hits. Dodgers 2 home runs. Padres 3 home runs. As 0-1, just missed outside. Okay, so no Dodger dogs. We took care of that. I didn't have one yesterday. Haven't had one today
usually,
either. Yeah. Usually bring them by, or I go down there and get them when you're on the air.
You'll have your chance.
It's a 1-1 fastball in there.
I feel like Dave used to go get them too sometimes. Has he given up that part of his?
I suppose so.
Responsibility.
His last negotiations, he negotiated for something else and gave up that going for dogs thing. Tries a hard bargain. 5-5, 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. 1-2, high, towering drive. Manuel at the wall in center, leaps and makes the grab. 2-hand grab. I'd say more of a hop than a leap, but he left his feet and he went up there against that wall. I would have sworn that was a home run when it left the bat. Based on sound and launch angle, I was wrong. Glad I didn't say it. But Stammen knew. He just turned and he started walking. That's confidence. That's confidence. Craig, with that high towering drive, was walking to the Padre dugout while Manuel was going back to get the ball. That's a confident pitcher. Confident in himself, confident in his center fielder. 1-2-3 with 2 pitchers here in the 6th inning. On to the 7th. Jesse next. 5-5 from the Padres Radio Network.
7-3, The Fan.
Los Angeles, home of the 5-time consecutive division champions, give them their credit. The Dodgers, but they've come out stumbling for April and May, that's for sure. A couple of months to forget for them. So here in the 7th, that former Dodger A.J. Ellis, who has homered, is up again. Here's Jesse.
All right, he is the number 7 hitter, and he has had a big imprint on this game. First pitch is a fastball that runs inside, 0-1. 7th hitter in the lineup, brought to you by Point Loma Credit Union, celebrating 70 years in San Diego. Home run in the 5th inning. That was his last at bat. Cut the Dodger lead to 4-3. It is now 5-5 here in the 7th. Had a great at bat in his first at bat. Ended up singling on the 7th pitch as he lines this one foul into the seat's right side. Ball and a strike on the longtime Dodger A.J. Ellis. This is his 16th start of the year. 3rd versus the Dodgers. Of course, the first one here. And he has now hit in 7 consecutive games and reached safely in a dozen consecutive games. Big guy waiting in the right-handed batter's box. Hudson is set, and the 1-1 to Ellis again is up and in, and this time he drops the bat down. So a couple of fastballs that certainly made him a little bit uncomfortable in the box, and both at 95 miles per hour. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hudson, a longtime Diamondback, has seen Ellis a fair amount over the years. AJ 0 for 7 against him with a couple of strikeouts. 2 balls and a strike. Ellis waits. Hudson comes home. And this fastball is a called strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-2. Pitching change brought to you by GTM Stores. Up to 70% off everything every day. GTMstores.com. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Dodgers. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Padres. Both teams have played errorless baseball. 2-2. The pitch to Ellis is swung on and fouled back on a line into the second deck behind home plate. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hudson appearing in his 13th game as a Dodger. He signed a minor league deal with them back at the end of spring training. You know what? Actually, I think it was the second day of the regular season, March 30th. Keep forgetting the regular season began earlier this year than ever before. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ellis. Again, the pitch on the way and the slider a little bit outside. So the count is full on Ellis. 3-2 from Hudson. He made his major league debut as a White Sox, if you remember, all the way back in 2009. But most of his career with the D-backs. 2010, 11, 12. Out with injury, returning and pitching there all the way through 2016. Now the 3-2 to Ellis. In the air, shallow right. Kemp going over towards the line. Kind of ambling over, and he makes the catch in fair territory. Ellis flies out the other direction. He is out for the first time tonight. And 1 away in the top of the 7th inning for Manuel Margot. Margot 1 for 2 with a double. That was his last time up. Thrown out at the plate on what they were hoping was going to be a sacrifice fly by Travis Jankowski. Could have tied the game. It didn't. It's tied now. And Manuel looks at a first pitch slider in the dirt, 1-0. Hudson spent last year with Pittsburgh 71 relief appearances. He went 2-7 with a 4.38 ERA. Began this year at AAA Oklahoma City, now in the big leagues, and a 5.65 earned run average in his first handful of appearances as a Dodger. 1-0. Margot with a big rip, and the fastball fouled straight back. 1-1. This one will be decided by the bullpens. Alex Wood went 5 1/3. The Dodgers starter allowed 5 runs. Jordan Lyles went 4 2/3. He allowed 5 runs. Have to go back to May 11th against the Cardinals for the last time the Padres were involved in a game in which the starting pitchers combined to allow this many runs. Now the 1-1, another foul ball sharply struck off the facing of the club level here at Dodger Stadium behind home plate. Still 1-2 on Margot. We have not seen a ton of slugfests this year, but the two teams tonight have combined for 5 home runs. Galvis, Ellis, and Villanueva for the Padres. Margot waiting on a 1-2. He's got a home run this year, and this one is popped up right side of the infield. Second baseman Forsythe coming in. He's on the dirt and moving to his left. He calls for it and makes the catch. 2 away. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live at home, in the office, or on the go with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes MLB at Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Base is empty for Matt Caesar, his first at bat of the night. Came on as part of a double switch last inning. He is the left fielder, and he's a .216 hitter on the year with a homer and 3 doubles. Last night, Caesar the only Padre to come off the bench. Swings and misses at a first pitch slider. Looked like he was geared up for a fastball. 0-1.
San Diego State beats UNLV 14-5.
That'll do.
To advance to another College World Series. Coach Martinez and company, well done. Congratulations.
0-1 to Caesar, taken, and again low and outside. Back-to-back sliders, one swung on and missed. 1 taken. So a ball and a strike from Daniel Hudson to Matt Caesar. Grounded out as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning last night. We've come to sort of expect the nightly Matt Caesar appearance. Sometimes a double switch, sometimes a pinch hit. 1-1 is chopped over the mound. Long way to go. Forsythe behind the bag at second. No chance. Matt runs pretty well, and that ball slowly hit. So an infield single for the Padre outfielder. And a 2-out base runner with Travis Jankowski coming up. Sometimes he's a defensive replacement and doesn't come to bat.
Jankowski.
He is a professional National League player, Matt Caesar. And gets himself on here with 2 away. Jankowski 0 for 3, but he will not get to face the right-handed throwing Daniel Hudson. Dave Roberts making the pretty brisk walk out to the mound, and it appears as if he will make a change. He does, takes the ball from Hudson. So with 2 outs and a man on first in the top of the 7th inning, the Dodgers will go to their 3rd reliever of the night. Padres and the top of the 7th inning. Game tied 5-5 here in Los Angeles. Matt Caesar just had an infield single with 2 outs against Daniel Hudson. That'll be his night. And they go to the the left-hander, Scott Alexander, to face Travis Jankowski. Alexander, the winning pitcher in the extra inning game these 2 teams played at Petco on April 17th. He worked the 11th, and the Dodgers exploded in the 12th inning. Grandal had a big 2-run double. Farmer added a 2-run double, and L.A. ended up winning that game 7-3. After that, he had some struggles. He got sent down to Oklahoma City. He has obviously since returned and been very good since his return from AAA. Looking here to get Jankowski in a tie game with 2 outs and a man on first base in the 7th. Caesar leads off of first base. Yeah, he's got pretty good speed. Might be an interesting time to try and move him. Does have the left-handed pitcher looking right at him. And a first pitch fastball is a strike to Jankowski at 95, 0-1.
Just want to correct what I said. When the Aztecs beat UNLV, they didn't qualify for the College World Series already. They qualified for the NCAA tournament. I consider it all one big thing, but of course it's not. NCAA tournament first.
Regionals.
And congratulations to the regional.
Inside and hit him. Jankowski takes a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. I don't know if it was the hand or the wrist or just something in the general vicinity of all of that.
Second baseman number 2, Jose Pirela.
Elbow, right elbow. Ran in on him. He did a good job just kind of bending the arm and letting the ball come to him. So the Padres put the go-ahead runner in scoring position now. They've got 2 on and 2 out for Jose Pirela. Alexander, a former Kansas City Royal in his first year with the Dodgers, making his 18th big league appearance, as mentioned. Better this second time around. Traded to the Dodgers back in January. It was a 3-team deal with the White Sox, all kinds of moving pieces. And the first pitch to Pirela is a fastball high, 1-0. Could get very interesting if Pirela keeps it moving, because then Alexander will go head-to-head with his former teammate in Kansas City, Eric Hosmer. He's on deck. Alexander comes set as Caesar leads off second and Jankowski off first. The 1-0. Pirela, high chopper up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. Caesar rounding third. He will come in and score. Jankowski into third base. Pirela took a huge turn. Now has to scramble back to first, but it's an RBI single, and the Padres are back in front 6-5 here in the 7th. Little 2-out rally. It all began with an infield single by Matt Caesar. Jankowski hit by a pitch, Pirela a base hit, and now we get that showdown between the 2 former Kansas City Royals, Scott Alexander and Eric Hosmer.
And the pitching change brought to you by United Food and Commercial Workers, Local 135 in San Diego, 14,000 strong, dedicated workers, professionals at the Union grocery stores and drugstores.
That run will be charged to Hudson. First pitch to Hosmer is a hard hit grounder to second base. Forsythe had him played well, and he takes no chances, slings it quickly to first to end the inning. Hard hit, not enough, but the Padres do get a run on a couple of hits. They leave runners at the corners, and as we stretch in L.A., the Padres are back on top 6-5 on the Padres Radio Network.
.3 The Fan.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Padres have a 6-5 lead over the Dodgers after a 2-out rally in the top of the inning was capped off by Jose Pirela's RBI single. Matt Caesar came in to score, and now Craig Stammen, who got 2 outs last inning, looks for a couple more here in the 7th. First pitch to Max Muncy, a left-handed hitter, is a fastball strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Oh, he mentioned it way back at the beginning of the game. Perella moving to the number 2 spot, and Hosmer dropping to number 3 here tonight. We have seen a lot of Hosmer in the 2-hole this year. Here's the 0-1 from Stammen, and a foul ball back off the end of the bat behind home plate, 0-2. And Andy Green said, yeah, it's really just about trying to separate the 2 left-handed hitters tonight, both with Alex Wood, a lefty, starting for the Dodgers, and for a later game situation. Well, what do you know? They brought in a left-handed pitcher, and Jankowski was hit by a pitch by that left-handed pitcher. That got Perella to the plate, not Hosmer. Here's the 0-2. Muncy takes inside. And Jose Perella comes through with the RBI base hit, just like they drew it up when they put this lineup together this afternoon. Not to say Hosmer couldn't have come through in that spot, but it worked out pretty nicely there. Not out of the woods yet. Been a seesaw kind of game. 1-2 inside as the fastball misses from Stammen. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Muncy, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. It has been back and forth all night long. Dodgers had a 1-0 lead. Padres led 2-1. Dodgers led 4-2. Padres got a little closer. Dodgers added back. And now it's the Padres having scored 3 straight to go up 6-5. Pitch in the dirt. And now a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Max Muncy leading off here in the bottom of the 7th. As we said, a long way to go, but if all of this holds, Craig Stammen would be the winning pitcher after got the last 2 outs here in the 6th. Full count on the left-handed hitter. Now the pitch from Stammen and a swing and a ground ball right side. Hosmer off the line has it. Long flip to Stammen, covering just in time. Muncy runs pretty well and was hustling, but he is out. 1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning for the always dangerous Justin Turner. We cannot see all of the Padre bullpen down the right field line. You know, they got 2 mounds back there, or 2 pitching rubbers at least. And we can see one of them, not the other. So I don't know if anybody's throwing right now for the Padres. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that anybody is, as Stammen works in his usual 7th inning role with the lead. Turner with a big night. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off of Ellis. No balls and a strike. If you were going to go by the quote-unquote blueprint, you would have Stammen get 2 more outs here in the 7th. Throw Kirby Yates in the 8th, Brad Hand in the 9th. You do wonder if any of that is complicated by the fact that it looks like the Padres are going to have a bullpen game tomorrow. They don't really have a starting pitcher with Lucchesi on the DL. They're choosing to go that route over another Robbie Erlin or perhaps a Brian Mitchell start. 0-1 to Turner is taken inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, both of those guys could pitch tomorrow, but I think Andy Green is going to mix it up a little bit. Try and keep the Dodgers off balance, but he has also said, hey, Friday and Saturday, we're going to do whatever we got to do to win these games. Use whoever we got to use. 1-1 is hit into the ground at third base. In between hop for Villanueva. Knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first wide. It goes into the dugout. And Turner will go to second base. It was hit so hard that I think Villanueva had an opportunity to throw him out. A good throw, and Turner's done. And I think it's going to be 2 separate errors charged to Villanueva. And I think that's the right call. One allows Turner to reach, and the other one allows him to get to second base. Wow. 1 play, 2 errors, and a potential tying run in scoring position for Matt Kemp. Matt is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Homered last night and has had a sensational season against the Padres this year. Stammen a look at second. He comes home, and Kemp out in front swings and misses at a slider. 0-1. Matt Kemp against the Padres this year is 16 for 29 with 4 home runs and 12 runs batted in. 3 for 4 last night, and as mentioned, 1 for 3 so far this evening. Turner leads off second base. Stammen now backs off the rubber. Got to be very, very careful with a guy like Justin Turner at second base when it comes to your signs, and the Padres are being careful. Not only is Ellis giving the usual signs between his legs, but before that, a series of signs with his hands on his mask and chest protector. 0-1 pitch is taken, and a fastball strike. Quickly, 0-2 on Kemp, who appeared to be looking for something other than a fastball. Grandal, the switch hitter, swinging left-handed in the on-deck circle. 6-5 Padres in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 out, and after the pair of errors by Villanueva, Turner is on second base. Stammen will look back at second. Another. Now the 0-2 to Kemp. He takes low. That was a fastball, 1-2. We take our criticisms of official scores seriously around here. We talk about it probably more than we should, or at least I do. And very good job by the official score here tonight. I think there are places we go where you'll see an infield single awarded to Justin Turner there, and he didn't deserve it and didn't get it. 2 different errors. Well done. 1-2 pitch, reach for, grounded foul at third base.
You know, it's an interesting point you bring up. Having come here since 1980, I think through the entire O'Malley ownership and the subsequent ownerships, plural, since then, their standards here on scoring have been extremely high. I don't remember ever having one of those, what? How could that be? This may be as good as there is in baseball, and since I've been coming around on the ballparks.
Scorecard says that tonight's official score is Mel Franks. Thank you, Mel.
Being a pro.
That's it. Ball and 2 strikes on Kemp. That's the key thing now with Turner at second. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Good slider, and Kemp frustrated with himself. Kind of chucked his bat up in the air, caught it with his hand. And a huge second out, and what should be the third out here in the 7th.
Interstate Batteries, all battery centers of San Diego and La Mesa are the official battery providers of the Padres Radio Network. Interstate Batteries, local experts, a world of batteries.
So 2 outs and Turner on second base for Grandal. Bellinger on deck. So a switch hitter from the left side now, if he reaches a left-handed batter. Turner, the potential tying run in scoring position. Stammen looks right at him. Now he comes home, and Grandal swings at the first pitch, hits it in the air, center field. Routine and playable. Margot underneath of it makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, and the tying run left in scoring position. On to the 8th. Padres lead 6-5 on the Padres Radio Network.
The Fan.
Top of the 8th inning at Dodger Stadium. The Padres have a 6-5 lead. They'll try and add on against the new Dodger pitcher, Josh Fields. 4th reliever used by Dave Roberts tonight, and the pitching change brought to you by GTM Stores. Up to 70% off everything every day. GTMstores.com. Fields out there for the 24th time this year. He's 2-1 with a 1.99 ERA. Done a great job. Picked up a couple of saves on nights that Kenley Jansen couldn't get it done or wasn't available. Left-handed hitters, 194 against him. Right-handed hitters, 180. He has allowed 3 homers in his 22 2/3 innings this year, so perhaps susceptible to the long ball. And the first guy he's going to see hit a home run his last time up, Christian Villanueva. It was a 2-run shot in the 6th inning. It tied the game at 5. Padres have since gone ahead 6-5. Villanueva is hit hard out to left field and deep. Peterson is going back at the wall. He looks up, and this one is gone. Christian Villanueva with his 2nd home run of the night. The 4th long ball by the Padres this game, and it is a 7-5 lead here in the 8th. He committed 2 errors on 1 play last inning. And on the very first pitch he sees leading off the 8th inning, he makes up for it. Hung a breaking ball, or at least left it in the middle of the plate. And Villanueva did not miss. That is his 14th home run of the season. Very first pitch thrown by Josh Fields here tonight. Like we said, susceptible to the long ball. Now Franchy Cordero pinch hitting for the pitcher Stammen, and he lifts up the hands, takes a fastball inside, 1-0. Villanueva had the 3-homer game in April against the Rockies, and now a 2-homer game here at Dodger Stadium. 1-0 to Cordero, and Franchy swings through a fastball. 1-1. Franchy off the bench. He's hitting .239 this year, 7 homers, 5 doubles, a triple. He has also stolen 5 bases. Shift on the right side against him, and he tips one into Grandal's mitt. That was a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. 1-2. Little bit of breathing room in what has been a back-and-forth game all night. 7-5 Padres here in the 8th. The pitch to Franchy is swung on and missed. Took something off. Good changeup. 1 away. And a congratulations to the class of 2018. Celebrate with the Padres during grad night this Thursday at the 6:10 game against Miami. With the purchase of a theme game ticket package, you'll receive a grad night hat. Available only at padres.com/themegames. Freddie Galvis, batting left-handed, takes high and outside. 1 ball to no strikes. This is the first 4-homer game of the year for San Diego. Freddie got in on it. He hit the first, the 2-run shot back in the 2nd inning. Beach ball, left field. Jock Peterson dunks it back over the fence. Six homers in the game on a cool night at Dodger Stadium. Ball and no strikes to Galvis. Freddie ready. And the pitch is high. 2-0. So the Padres with more home runs tonight than they've had in any other game this year. They had one 3-homer game, and it was the Villanueva 3-homer game against Colorado. Nice to see. Here's the 2-0. Galvis takes high, 3-0. And the other nice thing is that they're not all solos. Kind of went through that a couple of years ago. Seemed like guys just weren't on base, but 2-run homer by Galvis and a 2-run homer by Villanueva, plus the solo shots by Ellis and Villanueva. Meanwhile here, 3-0 to Galvis. 1 out and the base is empty. Fields' pitch is outside, a 4-pitch walk. So Josh Fields, who again came in with a sub-2 ERA,
17, A.J.
has given up a homer and a walk here in the 8th inning. 1 out, runner on first for A.J. Ellis. He's 2 for 3 with a home run. And the 7th hitter in the lineup, brought to you by Point Loma Credit Union, celebrating 70 years in San Diego.
Interesting Villanueva, isn't he?
He giveth, he taketh, and he giveth again.
So much offense in there, and the defense, no offense, it just isn't there.
Throw to first, Galvis back standing.
And he ain't the first I've seen through the years, and can do one, not the other. But he is certainly challenged at third, and then occasionally come up with spectacular play like yesterday and make you wonder why the routine ones sometimes drive him nuts. And us. And you folk.
Pitch to Ellis is chopped into the ground, third base. Handled by Turner. Goes to second for 1, on to first wide, but in plenty of time as Muncy keeps his feet on the bag. And around the horn, double play to end the inning. Padres, though, add on a home run by Christian Villanueva, his 2nd of the night. It is 7-5 San Diego after 7.5 on the Padres Radio Network.
Is 97.3 The Fan.
Bottom of the 8th at Dodger Stadium, and the Padres a 7-5 lead over L.A. Big night for the long ball at Dodger Stadium. 4 home runs, including 2 more by Christian Villanueva. He's got 14. In the bottom of the 8th, Kirby Yates trying to pick up a hold. He's got Bellinger, Forsythe, and Peterson. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Villanueva by a lot, leads all rookies in home runs. The National League home run leader is Bryce Harper, who now has 15. Christian Villanueva is one off the National League home run lead right now. First pitch to Bellinger is a fastball strike, 0-1.
Yeah, the riders in spring training were talking about that. That's a possibility, no question, nationwide. The Phantom from nowhere.
Tied with Ozzie Albies of the Braves. We'll see him on this coming homestand. Bellinger swings and misses. Yates in front of him. No balls and 2 strikes. There's that filthy split-fingered pitch from Yates.
Rio with a 3 home run game, but a 2 home run game. Fascinating to think about. You had mentioned Nate Colbert wearing number 17. Nate did that in that doubleheader. 1 doubleheader, 5 home runs. Fantastic.
No balls and 2 strikes on Bellinger. Padres, of course, shifted on the right side. And the pitch from Yates in the dirt. He takes 1-2. One and 2. Bellinger waits. The pitch from Yates is a fastball way high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bellinger getting the start tonight in center field. He is 0 for 2. Threw a walk with the bases loaded back in the 5th inning. That gave the Dodgers a 5-3 lead. It is now 7-5 San Diego. 4 unanswered runs. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Kirby ready, and the pitch to Bellinger is fouled back. Galvis, the shortstop, stays home. He's on the left side of the infield. Villanueva, Perella, and Hosmer forming a sort of wall deep on the right side of the infield. Perella's on the grass. Villanueva's kind of on the grass. And Hosmer's got his heels up against the grass. They are way deep against a guy that hit 39 home runs a year ago. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Yates is fouled back over the screen behind home plate.
Pitching change brought to you by the United Food and Commercial Workers in San Diego. Got a big union here, UFCW. Yeah, huge in Los Angeles. New York, every big city's got them. Training workers to be better and better and better and more expert to be able to serve you better at the union grocery stores and drugstores.
2 balls, 2 strikes again. The pitch to Bellinger is reached for, grounded into the shift. Funny hop for Perella. Has it from the outfield grass. He throws to first just in time. Bellinger out. 1 away for Kirby Yates. Logan Forsythe, the right-handed hitter, coming to the plate. RBI single in the 4th inning gave the Dodgers a 3-2 lead. He's 1 for 3. Struck out his last time against Tyler Webb. Padres have pieced this thing together after Jordan Lyles was only able to go 4 2/3. Webb got 2 outs. Craig Stammen got 5. And now Kirby Yates has set down the only man he has seen. Looking for 2 more outs here in the 8th. Pitch to Forsythe is low. Not by much. 1 ball and no strikes. One and 0 to Forsythe. Yates comes set. Now the pitch. In the air, right field. It is deep. Jankowski tracking it. At the track, he reaches up and makes the catch. Boy, that thing took off. It sounded good, but it didn't look great, at least from my vantage point. And Jankowski was only a few feet shy of the wall when he made the play. 2 outs, base is empty for Jock Peterson.
Fairly cool here tonight. Those kind of shots would be certainly deeper on a warm summer afternoon type day game, but not. Reminder, 97.3 wants to send you to Disneyland. So go to 973thefansd.com for a chance to win for the Disneyland Pixar Fest. Again, at 973thefansd.com.
Peterson 0 for 3, RBI ground out in his middle at bat. Shift on the right side against him. And the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, right at the knees, 0-1. Padres have scored runs in 3 consecutive innings to come from behind and take a 7-5 lead here in the 8th. 2 outs and the base is empty for Kirby Yates, and he delivers just off the plate. 1-1 the count to Peterson. Pitcher's spot is next, and Chase Utley has stepped out into the general vicinity of the on-deck circle. Barely. He's almost right behind home plate. 1-1 is the count. Yates delivers. Peterson lifts one over first base down the line, but hooking foul and into the seats out of play. 1-2. Utley, I think from a left-right perspective, is closer to the plate than he is the actual on-deck circle. Maybe right between the two.
I wonder what would happen if Kirby complained about that. Distraction of that white, especially that white home uniform, out of the corner of his right eye. If he asked the umpire, would he make him move toward the circle? Not sure what the rules are if they specify that in the on-deck circle.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Peterson. The pitch is taken off the plate. They appeal. He just kind of flinched, didn't really check. So it evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I remember the thing with Adrian Beltre last year, and he just picked up the on-deck circle and moved it to where he was.
It's a way to do it.
Well, he did get ejected.
Well, sure, that too.
That was one of the great moments of 2017. Padres lead by 2. 2 outs and the base is empty in the bottom of the 8th. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jock Peterson. The pitch from Yates is swung on and fouled straight back. Utley, because he's right there, just goes over and picks up the foul ball. Didn't have to take 2 steps.
I've never seen boot back like that. Boot black, what you put under your eye there for the sun in the afternoon games and the lights at night. And Jock Peterson has it, instead of going up under his eyes, has it going down like a Fu Manchu. Very strange.
He has war paint on.
He really does. I've never seen that, ever.
2-2. The pitch to Peterson is reached for. That'll get through the left side for a base hit. Opposite field single against the shift. And that will get Utley to the plate, or perhaps somebody else. And yes, it'll be Yasiel Puig who now steps out of the dugout and walks towards home plate.
Yeah, now Dave Roberts is thinking, I don't want to punch and Judy out there like Utley. I want a guy who can tie the ball game with one swing, and I got a man on. I'm got a shot at it. I want to take it right here. No Utley, Puig.
He's hot. Only batting .219 this year with 5 home runs. But all 5 home runs have come in his last 10 games. (7-5) Padres, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Peterson at first with a very small lead, and Puig at the plate pinch hitting. First pitch from Yates is a big swing and a foul ball back towards the Dodger on deck circle left side, 0-1.
What was the odds that he would not swing at a first pitch fastball? If it was somewhere between dugout to dugout.
Only the 3rd pinch hit appearance of the year for Puig. He's 0 for 2.
And you mentioned Adrian Beltre. Exact same player. First pitch fastball, anywhere near, they're hacking.
Yates kind of turns his back to check on Peterson. Again, a pretty modest lead over at first base. Here comes the 0-1 to Puig. He checks. It's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Puig only 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a single against Yates. Nothing really to go on there. Tying run at the plate for the Dodgers with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Kirby comes set. Puig waits. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is low. 2 balls and a strike to the pinch hitter, Yasiel Puig. Last year, career highs in homers, RBIs. Hit 28 balls over the fence in 2017. Again, got off to a very slow start power-wise this season, but coming on as of late. Peterson leads at first. Yates is ready. Here's the 2-1 to Puig, and he takes low, ball 3. Chris Taylor is waiting on deck, 2 for 4 with a homer and a double. some ball game in Los Angeles. 7-5 Padres. Dangerous moment. The 3-1 to Puig. A huge swing and a ground ball foul. Back to Taylor in the on-deck circle. And now the count is full. And now Peterson will be running on the pitch. Eric Hosmer will back up, play behind Peterson. 3-2 to Puig. There goes Jock. A swing and a miss, and the inning comes to a close. Kirby Yates splitter does it again. No runs, a hit, and a man left for the Dodgers. We go to the 9th inning in Los Angeles. Padres on top 7-5 on the Padres Radio Network.
Score the car. To celebrate their 70th anniversary, Point Loma Credit Union.
9th inning in Los Angeles. Padres have a 7-5 lead on the Dodgers, and in his first year as a Dodger, Eric Goodell will come on to pitch here in the 9th. Pitching change brought to you by GTM Stores. Up to 70% off everything every day. GTMstores.com. Goodell, the former Met and Mariner UCLA guy, with LA now for the very first time. He's got Margot, Caesar, Jankowski, 8-9-1 due up. Padres leading by 2 in the 9th. Here's Ted.
All right, ready to go here. Try to even this thing up, set it up for a possible win of the series once again. Like in Monterey, for tomorrow at 110. The breaking ball in there. DeMargo is for a strike. That's the curve. And that A.J. was very well known because of that connection to Kershaw throughout baseball. Right-hander set, pitch, Manuel, nice adjustment, laid off, outside, fastball. After the change, lead walk in the 9th. Don't be afraid to get more, boys.
23, Matt Caesar.
I was joking with somebody before the game. Kershaw threw a simulated game today as he's trying to come back from his injury. And I asked if Ellis caught the simulated game.
That's a great line. That's a great line. Man. And like I said, he got the benefit of all that fame with Kershaw. What was even more beyond fame was commercial when Mike Piazza was here with Hideo Nomo. And in Japan, you know, they would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and stand in their Times Square and watch giant televisions because Hideo Nomo in the United States was making a start for the Dodgers. Bunted, Caesar in the air behind the catcher, no play. No play for Grandal, spun around, would never have been able to get to it. So Andy puts the sacrifice on. Caesar, pretty good bunter. He'll check Glenn Hoffman again for signs. And what had happened is that Piazza, being Nomo's catcher, became a big celebrity in Japan and had endorsements in Japan. Made money out the wazoo. Not like Nomo did, but Mike made a lot of money in Japan, being the designated catcher, as it were. 43,920. Little less than yesterday. When this ownership bought the Dodgers, it was the biggest price ever paid for a Major League Baseball team. Over $2 billion from a guy who paid $400 million something. Unbelievable. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chased it. High fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. He battled, but he lost the battle against Goodell. One away. Station identification from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles on the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
KWFN, FM, and HD1 San Diego.
It's time for this team to take it to the next level. Next level. Let's go, baby.
This is 97.3, The Fan, San Diego's FM sports station.
Teddy Jesse with it. These boys trying to add on against Goodell, who has been scoreless in 7 of his 8 games overall. Travis Jankowski, 0 for 3 on the day. Got hit by a pitch his last plate appearance. Ball in the dirt. There goes Margot. Got a chance to get him. Grandal with a grab and a throw. Save. Not even close. Not even close. Wild pitch in the dirt. Now the Padres have a runner in scoring position, trying to add to this 7-5 lead in the top of the 9th.
Nice. That pretty much acts as the sacrifice bunt that Caesar didn't get down. One out, runner at second. That's what they wanted for Travis Jankowski.
Padres led earlier 2-1 after the second. Now by 7-5. Travis squares, takes. Thinking about a bunt to move the runner, but then again they'll be with 2 outs. Unlikely he'd beat it out, not impossible. 1-1. Margot setting up with his lead at second. Fastball way high. 2-1. Colorado starts today a half game up in Arizona before baseball starts this here Saturday. Then the Giants 3 back. Giants beat the Cubs as noted. Dodgers just 3.5 back. Eric Goodell. Bunt third base. A dandy. Could beat this out. Could beat this out. Bare hand grab. Turner. No play at first base. No play at third base. Like I said, he could lay one down. He could beat it out. If not, there's 2 away. Now we got 2 aboard on the blazing speed of Travis Jankowski. At the corners, 1 gone. Perfect. Bunt single.
Yeah, he'd been 0 for 7 in this series. He took that huge hit by pitch his last time up. That got Pirela to the plate, and Jose delivered the go-ahead base hit in the 7th. And now he says, I'll just take care of this. I need a hit. And like you said, with his speed, doesn't have to be a perfect bunt, though that one pretty much was.
Really was. Really was. That's perfect a bunt I believe anybody's had for this ball club this year. Up the third baseline, about 50 feet of the 90. Turner charged, smart enough not to make a throw, or he might throw it down the line and cost himself a run. With Margot at third. First pitch to Pirela, up and in, ball 1. Padre bullpen against Walker Buehler, who pitched to Gem in Monterrey, Mexico against the boys. Their top pitching prospect. Goodell with the long locks flowing out the back of his cap. Right-hander set on the 1-0, swing and a miss. Easy, Jose, easy. A fly ball will be a run. A little bingo will be a run. You don't need to hit it out there to Glendale. 1-1. What a swing. Back-to-back singles his last 2 at-bats for Jose after a 3 for 4 yesterday. Has driven in the run with the second single. There goes Travis. Pitches high. They'll bluff throw to second. They'll bluff throw to third. Will not make a throw. Stolen bag for Jankowski. Second and third, and 1 away. Goodell after Josh Fields. 3-2 pitch. High pop, first base. Foul territory. Grandal getting rid of the mask. Makes the catch. Padres have not scored with second and third, 1 away. Now it's that situation with 2 away. I thought Jose was overswinging. I know batting coach, but I thought he was overswinging, trying to go deep, ribbies, all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think that the Dodgers realized that pretty early on and took advantage of it. They were feeding him those high fastballs and getting him to go chase.
Now, first base is open. You know what they're doing with Hosmer, right? Wiggling 4 fingers to walk the big fella and then go after, well, a guy who's had a much better day than Eric. Villanueva's had a better day than, from a power standpoint, Eric's had in a week. He went strikeout, strikeout, home run, home run. How about that for a line? And a short hop to third base where he had 2 errors. Again.
Yeah, this is kind of his season in a nutshell, this game tonight.
Loaded. 2 gone. 7-5 Padres in the top of the 9th. Top of the order for the Dodgers in the bottom half. First pitch fastball. Foul back by Villanueva. Has he seen Goodell? Never. Few Padres have about half a dozen. One at bat, 2, 4, that sort of thing. Former American League types. 0-1, swing and a miss. Good change, 0-2. In that bottom of the ninth, Taylor, Muncy, Turner. Somebody gets on. Kemp would be scheduled fourth. Dodgers down at least 2 runs here in the middle game of 3. Loaded. 0-2 low. Margot at third, Jankowski at second, Hosmer at first after the intentional pass. Big rally. They're batting their beach balls. They're heading for the exits. They're going to the parking lots. They're waving their iPhone flashlight apps. A fun, can't beat fun time at the ball yard. And there's baseball too. 1-2 pitch. High fly ball, deep left field. Turned him all around, and finally on the track, Peterson squares up to home plate and makes the one-hand grab. Villanueva put another good swing after 2 straight home runs in the 6th and 8th inning. And here in the 9th, he, not close, but put a good swing on it with the bases loaded. But it's the final out here as he gets out of it, does Goodell. After a lead walk and an intentional walk, he leaves 3. It's a 2-run game. To the bottom of the 9th, Brad Hand is right now jogging from the bullpen on his way. 7-5, my Padres on the Padres Radio Network. That organ giving it that let's go Dodger thing, but half the place is left. Still plenty here, though, when you're starting out with 43,000. Top of the order, Chris Taylor, Max Muncy, and Justin Turner against the left-hander, one of the best in baseball. That's not just my opinion. That's Brad Hand. That's a slider, and that is a strike called. Set again. 3-2. Slider in the air to deep right field. Jankowski tracking. He's got it. He makes the grab. A step away, maybe 2 from the warning track. Long ride, 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th.
That was a 10-pitch battle between Brad Hand and Chris Taylor. Wonder if these things have any cumulative effect. Although we've talked all season and really the last couple of years about how Brad Hand seems to be better the more he's used, the more pitches he's thrown.
Austin Barnes always seemed to get up and get a base hit against the Padres last year. Is that my imagination? As I said, he was 0 for 3 yesterday. Hitting for Muncy in the 2 spot. Right-hander, ground ball, second base. That is Perella with the grab on the Hosmer. 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th.
Third baseman, number 10, Justin Turner.
Introduction to Justin Turner. Gone deep for the first time since he came back. As Jesse told you, Matt, he came back. They won 7 of the 10 games since he came back. Coincidence? I think not. Safe situation for Brad Hand. 1 out away from doing that. And that safe situation brought to you by Mission Federal Credit Union. To learn more about Mission Fed's local efforts, visit missionfed.com/community. Taking Turner, ball 1. Overall for Brad, appearance number 24. ERA 2.08. 26 innings, 39 strikeouts. Yow. Delivering outside. Again, I think it was 3 fastballs and a slider. Unusual for Brad Hand. That is ball 4. That brings the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. A guy that kills the Padres since they got rid of him. Matt Kemp. Home run yesterday, single today in 4 tries. After Yates is Hand. Kirby 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. It's been Webb, Stammen, Yates, Hand. 7-5 Padres. Runner allowed to go, not held on. There's the slider for a strike. Catcher's indifference to get Turner to second base. Wind, absolute non-factor. Flags are not even moving out there. California state flag in Old Glory on the left. Fitting on this Memorial Day weekend. Brad on the 0-1, swing and a miss. Now that's a slider right there. Yowza. Not just breaking, but in on the hands of Matt Kemp. No balls, 2 strikes. From the Dodgers to the Padres to the Braves, back to the Dodgers. Who'd have thunk that? Gee whiz. And he's really played well, we told you. Number 3 hitter in the National League. Ridiculous. Runner at second. 2 gone, bottom of the 9th. Here is Brad Hand set. 0-2 pitch. Slider. Strike 3 call. This ball game belongs to my San Diego Padres. This closer belongs in the All-Star game. Don't make any plans, Brad. Miami last year, you might be in Washington, D.C. this July for the All-Star game. If you're not, something's wrong. You're doing it again. He gets it done after the Padres go down, lead by a run, go down again, and come up and with a 4-home-run game get themselves a 7-5 win over the Dodgers, even the series at a game apiece, pending the rubber match tomorrow at 1:10. Here in the 9th inning, just the walk and 1 man left for Brad Hand, 16th save of the season. 7-5 Padres. Back in a minute with the wrap-up here, the post-game show there on the Padres Radio Network.
7-3, The Fan.
One, I think, in the top 10 this year based on home runs and overall comeback and so forth. And a day where Jordan Lyles is not the dominant right-hander he has been with 4 2/3 and only makes it that long with 6 hits and 5 runs. You normally lose that game. But Alex Wood was not very sharp himself. He gave up 5 runs himself. Both of them did that. So it got to the bullpens. And then, hey, Tyler Webb had a big strikeout with the bases loaded. Huge. After the Padres had allowed themselves a bases loaded walk to the Dodgers to make it an even closer ball game. Webb was big today. It'll only be 1 at bat, 1 pitch, but it'll be large. And then Stammen, Yates, and Hand are what they are. As good a back end of a bullpen as you're going to find. And in that 9th inning, just a 2-out walk and then a punch-out of Matt Kemp by Brad Hand to wrap up the ball game and even the series at a game apiece. So these are the totals for the homeboys from San Diego. 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, and 6 left. And the Padres 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 8 left. Stammen the winner to 2-0. Daniel Hudson, he's the loser. He's 1-1. And Brad Hand saved number 16. 43,920 in a ball game that took 3 hours and 12 minutes. Padres again will go with their bullpen, and then Andy's been very close to the vest on this. They've asked him in so many different ways and follow-up questions in the news conferences and one-on-one interviews with the other media people, writers and broadcasters. And he said, we really, not really ready to announce who's going to start and how many innings and then who's going to be in there. We've got it mapped out, but we're going to play it close to the vest, and you'll find out when you find out. And he's right. He's not going to reveal that to the Dodgers, who they're going to see in terms of their lineup, not knowing who the Padres are running out there until tomorrow when they go out there for game 3 and the rubber match of this series in a ball game, like we said, at 1:10 with Walker Buehler, who's pitched a gem against them earlier this year in the Monterey series. Padre Baseball from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles has been a presentation of Entercom Radio at the San Diego Padres Radio Network. Our producer-engineer on site in L.A. is Dave Marcus. Studio coordinators are Thomas Andrews and Ron Davis. I'm Ted Leitner with Jesse Agler, side-by-side. Partners again for tomorrow at 1:10 for the final game before the boys will bus on back and then have a 1:10 Memorial Day afternoon-type game on Monday against the Miami Marlins. Johnny Quintera's got the postgame show coming up next. 7-5 Padres with Stammen over Hudson and Hand with the save. Good night from Los Angeles on the San Diego Padres Radio Network.